And we're back.
Yes, we are.
The pack is battling it out with the coming storm, which is following them hot on their heels since the first time they left the harbor on their search for the Maddox to slay, because it was a slaver of Grokal. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. However, the only thing that you need to know that right now the coastal city of Grace Bay is under siege by elemental creatures, and our heroes are now on the top of a very large spire which also houses what seems to be a magical lighthouse, aided in their endeavors by a large Aasimar paladin-like figure spear pointing this whole defense of the town. However, just when a few elemental drakes and mephits were slain, a large roar could be heard as the real foe was ascending upon them. And that is where we will pick this up. As a large dragon's roar is heard throughout, as the large wings are now coming upon you, as the large Aasimar puts back her helmet, gets her longsword out, and with her wings of light still active stands as the dragon is now upon all of you. So, as this new endeavor is taking hold of the entire situation, I would like all of you to make an additional or perception check anew. See how we stand.
Way better.
Alright. So let's see if we can redeem the bad rolls from before. Perception check, 20 or higher.
26.
29.
25.
Wow.
Damn! Alright, so...
I feel kind of useless right now.
You are, it's fine.
You're our tank, it's fine.
Oh, you're enjoying this, aren't you, young lady?
Yeah, she just got higher spells.
So,
yeah, she's strong.
25.
25 and?
26.
26. Alright.
Nice.
So...
You had a natural 19, or?
18.
Nice.
And then we have Grokal with a...
15.
Alright, alright.
You just feel. Okay.
So I'm sorry, Grokal, you rolled too low. You cannot be a part of this right now.
Well, then we're dead. Goodbye. Goodbye, Charlie.
Yeah, the one character who is actually a dragon hunter cannot participate in the hunt of a dragon.
Nope.
No.
You just have to watch us slay a dragon.
But with that, you can actually see, as the clouds break open, as one large bolt of lightning is streaking through the sky, and with it, a long serpentine figure comes before you, unbelievably fast, riding the lightning as it seems onto the water, and just before it hits the water, opening its wings, coming before all of you with its wings largely spread, a very thin dragon with beautiful yellow lightning-like scales atop his what seems to be soft belly, with large blue-shaped scales all the way across his spine, with large horns protruding from his head. As this creature is now made itself known to all of you, as this huge dragon opens up his wings.
So this is the Elder
He's
Tempest.
not too big. He's not too big. There's no Elder Tempest. It's just a mere dragon. We're gonna die.
Yeah.
As
So
the dragon,
this is not the Elder Tempest.
well, it seems to be a creature. As this large dragon is roaring above all of you, also squinting his eyes a little bit at the large light, Lucathiel sets one step further and says, I am Lucathiel of the Warthing Shorelight. You are but a creature of elemental chaos, and you will break upon these bastions as waves crash upon the shore. As her wings radiate outward, as she seems to know what this creature is and what her defending this post might mean.
Wow.
And with that, we will enter combat once again. With Hannah,
Yeah, fuck.
swallowing as Lucathiel, as she has now made herself known, is taunting this large creature. What would you do?
Jump off.
Yeah, I just kill myself though. It's not close enough for electric archer, that's disappointing. Because that would have been a smart idea. I'm going to ready my hand crossbow and fire it when it comes close.
Okay, so you're going to use 2 actions to ready your hand crossbow.
Yeah.
You want to use your last action to do something else?
Isn't he close enough already? My crossbow's like 80 feet, right?
shoot it.
Okay.
Right away.
Bolt going in. 4 total.
Ah no! 10.
Wait for it, wait for it. Bloop. No water.
Yeah, that's
So that was your attack?
yeah.
You still have 2 actions left. You want to
I'm
reload?
ready.
No.
Well, you
Reload it.
would ready it for when it come close, but you actually made the attack already.
Fair. I can. It's too far for electric arc.
Yep.
Oh, wait. I can entangle is one of the things I could do. Maybe, oh, I should have looked at this before. And now where is here? Here,
use are you?
120 feet. And I'm going to use entangle.
You're going to use entangle.
Yeah.
All right. So. So tell me, you're going to use entangle.
Yeah,
What
I'm
happens?
going to like the seaweeds are going to
Right,
rise up like
um,
I did with the fish. No.
Pretty
right.
high up.
Yeah. Right now the dragon is like flying 60 feet above the water.
Yeah, fuck them.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, then I'm not going to use entangle. I'm going to cry in my little corner.
Like you should.
Reload your
And
crossbow.
reload. Yeah,
Reload and shoot.
I should. Yeah,
There you go.
that's the only thing I can do. So I can wait with a minus.
Okay.
5.
-5 for the second attack.
That's really pretty natural one.
All right. And with that, the bolt comes and hits purpose among the drake down below. You fire the crossbow bolt.
At least I hit something.
Yep. Still floating in the waves
1
on the
extra
shore.
XP.
Yeah, there you go.
And I also failed his death save. All right. So that was your turn. Still standing right there. After Hannah, the large dragon seems to be having its turn, and it begins to speak. Who of you know the dragon language of Draconic? I do believe that Grakal might know that language.
Then I suppose I get
So, as the rest of you are just like, yeah, sure, man, whatever you say. However, Grakal, you can actually understand the speak of this creature, which is also tied towards your dragon heritage, as this large dragon begins to tell about his purpose here. Arzef has been summoned to this plane to search for what you have brought. And even though your light might be blinding, you will be sure that I find it little morsels. And he will use one of his actions to actually give that speech, as with his second he runs up to all of you and begins his onslaught as this large dragon creature makes sure that he makes sure that you know what he's made of, and he is just going to let's see. Yeah, right now he is just going to fly up to you and give a large tail strike against Lucathiel.
Go tank. Go.
Right over there.
Like, I'm not sure whether to be relieved or insulted.
Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a little bit of both.
You can stab both the
oh, wait.
dragon and Allison.
Right over there.
It's like a
As-
nice little backstab.
As a large
Oh wow.
tail
this,
strike
really.
comes, just scatters stone across the bottom of the sea, as it just destroys a little bit of the tower itself, but doesn't seem to actually hit Lucathiel. After that just seems to be its turn, and our large Aasimar friend is now having her turn.
Wow.
As high perception checks on all of those creatures, high level. As this seemed to be somewhat of a little bit of a predicament for her, and she puts away. Now you know what? She is just going to raise her shield and stand defiantly at the front, because she takes a look at the back of all of you, and this seems to be the best place for her to be right now. And she just bundles up into a pure ball of metal defense. And that will be her turn. So after that, Allison.
Yeah, I'm utterly useless right now. Basically, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do?
assist me on my next throw.
Yeah.
Give me a show. Give me
Okay,
another
I'm
massage.
gonna release the trebuchet at the guy.
All right.
Yeah, it's perfectly aimed.
Fairly well.
So, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so go ahead and make a dexterity-based attack roll for me, please.
Are we...
You would be, I would say at this moment in time, you would be proficient with it because you also had some training with the ballista. So go ahead and do that.
That would be, with dexterity, a total of 20.
20. Oof. And with that, the large flaming boulder is reeking through the sky as the large dragon just sees it right in time, even through the glare of the light, and touches out of the way. That's the flaming boulder.
20 misses.
That's
20 misses. We're fine.
Perfect. This is finally a challenge.
We're absolutely screwed.
As he looks at actually what just passed him and leaves out a large roar at these small little people at top of this nice little dinner plate for this dragon.
great.
Yeah. Allison's gonna cry in a corner now.
Okay.
Reload,
Good idea.
maybe.
Yeah. I'll try and... How long does it take to reload this time?
You can do two things. You can either use an action to take a look at the mechanics and figure out how long it would take to reload, or just start reloading and hope for the best.
Just start.
Okay. And oof, this is taking a while. It seems to use 3 full actions to actually reload. So you used 1 action to fire it, and now 2 of the 3 actions to make it actually getting back into position are used.
All right.
It's not that bad.
Not that bad.
I generally do 1 attack per turn too.
All right, so that was Allison's turn for now. All right, then after Allison, Iro, you're up.
Can I walk up to the trebuchet, put in an action to reload, and then fire?
You will need an action to reload, to get it back into position, put it in, and then reload. So 3 actions total to actually give another blast out of it.
Basically, turning the thing down is 3 actions. Wow.
I'll do that.
It's a huge ass siege equipment. It takes a lot of time to fire. Okay, so together with Allison, you guys are just figuring like, bless
Sorry.
you. You're blessed now. As Iro uses his hands to pull it also down together with Allison, and just focuses his mind as one of the boulders is getting back into place, ignited by the torch that was still there. You want to fire it? All right, go ahead.
If I can.
Go ahead and make a dexterity-based attack roll as well.
Net 1.
Nat 1.
Oh.
As the second one, as a large dragon sees it coming, its large serpentine body just whacking it away with its tail, as the scattered remains of burning rock and soot fall sizzling to the waves below. So those were 2 actions. You still have 1 action left. Oh wait, you weren't in position,
Yeah.
so that would be your 3rd action to actually get right over there. All right. That was Iro's turn then. Then we have the 2 guards. This little fellow right over here is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, getting a little bit of cover just like halfway down the stairs, loosening his crossbow bolt, and the other one is also going to loosen 2 this round. So the first guy is going to, well, that'll be a 27 to hit.
Whoa!
So yeah,
Wow.
natural 18 for 8 points of damage, as a 8 on the damage die.
Nice.
As the dragon is getting a little bit overconfident as a bolt hits him in the shoulder, and he just glares at like the crossbow fella like, yeah, I'm just gonna disappear right now.
I didn't do that. That was him. That was him.
All right. As the second guy is going to loosen for a 16 and lower to hit, so that 2 bolts that are being fired by the other guard are not enough to actually find any purpose. Then, after the guard's turn, we have Rukal.
Okay, so may I ask what he said his name was again?
His name was Arzef.
Okay. So I'm gonna start off with the following. So I'm just gonna scream, Arzef! You have found challenge! I scream this in my native tongue. I shall slay you in name of Kurunau, bring you back to his hands. And I make an intimidation check.
Yes, please do. No,
What is wrong with me?
You slip.
That is a natural one.
Just a stutter.
Oh.
Arsef.
I'll take you back.
As the dragon begins to laugh. Small little morsel so far from home.
I raise my shield and I throw my spear at the blue
Monstrosity.
butt face.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
16.
16. As the spear is being catched in midair. What will you use now?
And it flies back to my hand.
As he first tries to flex and break it, as it then disappears from his grasp.
Nice.
Being frustrated by his taunt and display of power being thwarted by you. All right, that was your turn. Then Hannah, you are up once again.
I tried, guys.
Yeah, we're so good.
Ready. I'm going to try
this
and
is
use
okay.
electric arc.
We have the
Okay,
action
go ahead.
economy advantage.
Just
You
saying,
roll?
look how we're stationed.
Yeah.
One breath weapon and we're fucked.
Yep. So for the electric arc, oh, that'll be a low on a save.
Maybe you will.
All right. So that would be a total of 18 on a save.
That's a fill.
All right.
So that's a crit fill?
That would be a crit fail, yes. So go ahead and roll damage.
Nice, girl.
Ooh.
Double
That's 16 damage.
As the electric arc charges up in your staff, you take 2 points of lightning damage. As the electric arc bursts outward and envelops the entirety of the dragon, seemingly unfazed. As it begins to laugh in your face and Grakal can actually understand. Little elf, you harness the storm, but I am made of it.
It's fair. Like,
Lightning damage.
I want yeah. But I do see it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, you see that he actually opens himself up to the attack and just lets it run through him entirety and also almost seems to revel in it.
Sure, wear flags.
I want to try.
So Hannah is on ballista duty.
Right. So you use 2 actions instead of 1 left.
I guess. Yeah, I try and reload my hand crossbow.
All right. Tink. So your hand crossbow is reloaded. Arzef. The living lightning is now having its turn, and now being nicely in its place.
R.I.P.
I will show you what a storm can really be. As the namesake of dragons, its breath weapon is upon you. As a wave of lightning energy washes through all of you.
All of us?
Let's see. I do believe that he. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, everybody except for the 2 guards at the back, as a 30-foot cone breath weapon is enveloping the entirety of the tower where you stand. I would like all of you to make reflex saving throws.
Everyone already made them in anticipation.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm
we've,
not doing well,
we've
guys.
played these sorts of games before.
I think this might be my worst session so far in terms of rolls.
Oof.
Yeah.
I
And
made
that-
one good roll, one good
That
attack.
while we're fighting dragons.
Yeah,
That's
it's like-
so, such a shame.
My
Maybe I'll roll
blessings
the
are not
26.
working today.
I'm so happy. I don't want to
Right.
die.
All right, so reflex saving throws.
20.
20. That will be 23 points of lightning damage.
Whoa!
18.
18. 23 points of lightning damage.
23.
12.
23 points. Yeah, 23 points of lightning damage. Yeah.
26 and 20.
26, 11 points of lightning damage, and the other one 23 points of lightning damage.
So
as-
I'm gonna use on Iroh, Liberating Step. So you resist 5 of that damage, and you can move
And let's see,
1 square.
which one of you failed to save the worst, Melo or you? You. All right, in that case, then you don't take any damage as Lucathiel is also throwing her shield up over you.
Oh my god. Why on her?
Because she seems the most squishy.
I will. Yeah,
I think
will
I'm the
do
most
step
squishy, to be honest.
to my
HP.
right, I think. So
So
out of the
Yeah.
line of sight.
All right, so Iroh realizes this is not where I want to be. Let's get the hell out of Dodge.
So as the lightning strikes at us, I just kind of push you aside behind, or my tail just, you're not sure if it's accidental or not, but my tail just pushes you aside.
You just whacked me out.
All right, as Iroh is in a little bit more of a good spot. After that, Arzeth is just like laughing at himself as his electric energy already seems to be recharging for multiple breath weapons, as it seems to recall, bless you producer,
Yeah.
as you seem to recall, like, oh yeah, these dragons could do this multiple times. So, as this is happening, he is just laughing to himself, and Lucathiel is now coming from behind her shield, unscathed by the attack it seems, because she critically saved. So that's a very, very nice thing.
Of course you did.
As she is now also shouting words in Draconic at this creature. Arzeth, made of lightning, you speak grand words for a creature that does not even dare to step among our midst and battle us fairly. Do the creatures that are summoned by the Maelstrom really seem so cowardice? She's also trying to make an intimidation check against him. See, right. As he does stop his laughter and seems to look, and electric sparks seem to emanate from his breath a little bit, but doesn't really act on it yet. All right. And she raises her shield once again. After that, Allison, you're up.
All right, so Allison is a bit in a pickle.
He only has 5 HP left. He's gonna run up to the other
Wait, well, hold on.
ballista.
Question, did you keep any elixir of life for yourself?
Yeah, 1.
Okay.
Maybe drink it.
Didn't figure I
You were
needed.
very generous. Just checking.
Just 1 though. So basically Allison's gonna run up to the other ballista, aim it, and shoot it.
These are large trebuchets, and they are pointed in different directions for a purpose. They can only shift so much, but they're like the 4
How far can
compass
this
ways.
one bend?
Not enough. No.
Alright.
Well, that's useless.
It's basically like with the other one that you loaded, you can basically just like the entire bottom line of the map you can hit with it.
Alright, well, Allison's still gonna walk up to it because he didn't figure this out quick enough. And when he notices this, he's basically just gonna...
Okay, fuck this. He's gonna take out his adrenaline shot and just gonna stick it into somebody. See if this works. I'm going for the expert one, DC 20.
All right. Nope. As your heart rate does increase, but you don't really seem to feel any good effects of this
We suck
whatsoever.
at boss fights. We're
Yeah.
learning this now.
Yep.
It's too late.
All right. TPK incoming.
Yeah,
All right. So this will be Allison's turn. Then Iroh, you're up.
If I get the composite bow, does it take multiple actions to get it and to shoot it, or just one?
No,
action
you
to shoot
want one action to get it because you were doing your unarmed attacks before, and you were also like loading the thing. So I would reckon you just picked it up and put it on your person. So right now, one action to get it, and then just actions to shoot.
it? Ah, okay. Yeah, then I'll shoot twice, I think.
All right. So you get out the bow, get 2 of the arrows, start shooting it.
So do I get another? It's
So your
my dex.
dexterity,
Yep.
your proficiency if you have it,
Nope.
martial weapons.
Nope.
So dexterity +1.
All right. So let's see how that works.
It's 4.
4. Like the arrow actually comes off of the bow and just goes away. Ah, shit.
First
Okay.
time you've used the bow.
Next one.
Yeah.
You're like, Garkal can do this, it must be easy.
13 on the second.
13. The second arrow actually does fly, but goes wide of Arzeth and actually just also plummets into the dark depths below.
It's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I wonder where this will go.
All right, so that was Iroh's turn. So the guards are now having their turn. Let's see if they can actually get some hits in with their crossbows.
I feel so useless.
So one can make 1 attack roll with, which will actually hit. And the other ones, which will hit again, and the second one misses. So 2 hits from crossbow bolts, as the 2 guards are just loosening arrows upon this creature for a total of 7 points of damage.
Every bit helps.
Yep. As you can see like different crossbow bolts being reloaded, shot, reloaded again, shot, as they are just trying to riddle this creature with arrows the best they can. Most of them go wide, but a few. Actually, one pierces one of the wings of Arzeth as he looks at it, and he becomes a little bit more enraged as the other one also just grazes him at the shoulder. He's not having a good time with these creatures getting all these arrows at him. All right, after that, we are up to Grakal again.
All right. I mean, let's throw my spear.
What else do you
It's not original, but it's hopefully
Seems to
going
be
to work
working,
as
yeah.
soon as I hit that one time. So, statistically speaking, I should be rolling a natural 18.
Yeah.
For a total of 25.
25, that'll hit.
Finally.
Nice.
11 damage.
11 points of damage. Nice.
Natural 7 plus 4 for my strength.
Nice.
So I throw it, it just lodges itself somewhere in the dragon, and immediately it just, as if drawn by gravity of the planet itself, it just goes back into my hand. And I throw again.
All right. Stink.
That one's gonna miss for a 10.
10, yeah, 10 misses. So, as you throw your spear at this gargantuan dragon-like creature, the prey you were looking for, it goes wide, and as the dragon is still looking like he's very nonchalantly fighting all of you, as you saw before, but now a couple of bolts from crossbows have hit him, and now like low in his abdomen, the spear actually find purpose, and you can see him buffeted a little bit as he keeps himself afloat. As he gets out the spear, goes back to your hand. As the second one, he actually gets a look of it and dodges it. As now, the dragon begins to speak once again, but this time in common, clear for all of you to hear, as he snorts with his snout and says, "Fine, Arzeth, the living lightning, will lower himself to all of your levels." And he lets out another large roar. Flexes his claws into the air, gets his wings out wide, and goes in for the flight towards all of you.
Perfect. I raise my shield. So I just laugh. I go, "Come at me!" And I get ready for it. And I go into like this phalanx position with what's her face in front of me.
Lucathil.
Angel girl. And so as she's holding up her shield, I just lock it over her head and mine as we ready for the attack together.
As you are standing here, she actually whispers to you, "Go ahead and make a nature check for me, please."
Sorry for laughing. It's just the -1 is gonna suck. For a 3 total.
For a 3 total. Okay, as she's whispering something to you, but you're saying, "Sorry, what there?" And you don't really hear anything she says. It was both like the perception and the interpretation of her words, which might have helped a dragon hunter as of yourself. I hope you will eventually you get something there.
So hard to give me so many hints.
We'll get there, man. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So that was Grakal's turn. After that, we have Hannah.
Yeah. I kind of want to get Melo deck, but
Okay.
yeah, Melo, this is not your fight. Please go down and I'll make him go down the stairs.
Like right over here to the stairs.
Yeah.
And from there, going away.
Yeah, I don't want him here.
All right.
We almost had fried cat.
Melo's gonna be the sole survivor of all this. He's probably just
and
gonna
I'm
be
going
much stronger as well.
I'm going to shoot because I ready my hand crossbow.
All right. Go ahead and make your shot. Let's see if we can do some damage.
That's a 22.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Oh my god. No way.
Well done.
As Arzeth is making its way down towards you, you line up your shot and get a nice hit in for an additional 6 points of damage, withering away the large health point pool that this dragon creature has.
And I reload again.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, well, you did some damage.
Yeah. Something.
After Hannah, Arzeth himself is having its turn. As his wings go wide with his claws ready to rake anything in his path, he scoops down and comes down with a ground slam
Yes!
on the floor. I would like everybody actually to make a reflex saving throw.
Yeah, I think I'm dead.
Or athletics?
Yeah, reflex saving throw. I'm sorry. The rules are very clear.
I should have moved.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh.
Reflex?
Yeah.
Can I have your stuff?
Sure.
Please.
All right,
Extra party
RZF.
points. More prize.
Oh, right over there.
I hear elven ears are good alchemical components.
Sure. I reckon.
That's dark.
All right, so reflex saves.
20.
20. So you take
Yeah, I'm down.
a little bit. Let's see. Full damage, of course, on the dice. 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
You have
All right.
5 HP left,
Oh,
right?
16.
16. So you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I can take that.
Oh, 14.
14. You also take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
25.
25. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, and all of you are also
6 points?
yes, 6 points. Yeah, you had
14? I had a
Yeah.
20.
Oh, you had a 20. Oh, sorry. You also have. I thought like because you said you were down, I was like, oh, so this is a critical failure.
Yeah, I
had
expected the DC to
No. You didn't make the DC, so you also take 6 points of damage. I don't know if that's.
Can you help me with that?
Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna use Liberating Step on him.
All right.
Nice.
I figured it's a waste to use it if you're. But yeah, Liberating Step. So you ignore 5 damage, and you get to make a save against one effect from.
Well, because all of these creatures are now, which failed their save, are also falling prone, as this dragon is just like making a ground slam.
Wait, so it's
stand up.
shopping me / tipping me.
Well,
Yes.
In that case, I have
If it's not a
17.
one effect, then no.
Still not enough, I'm afraid.
I don't think so. Like it's like if you're constrained or dazed.
Your liberating step gave me the opportunity to stride one to the step ones, right?
Yeah, just to make a shift, like to move one square.
So would that be standing up?
Sure, I'll allow it. So you're still standing up because of the liberating step of Gokal.
Nice.
Not sure how this works, but it seems okay.
Nope.
Oh, are we having problems? Does it sound?
It's okay.
Yes? All right.
All right. I still stand! I still stand!
Yay. Yay, the elf still lives.
And as Arzeth is running across from you all, oh, do we have a Charlie?
Yeah, no, I'm taking it.
Okay. No, I thought like maybe there were some problems with the equipment. Okay.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
So as Arzeth is landing with all of you, oh, yeah, we got it. Okay. So as Arzeth is landing between all of you, bursting at the seams, he also just takes like a small look over his back and says to Gokal in common, "Let's see how he does this." As he also makes a tail attack with his last action for this turn. So that would be a that would be okay, I think. A 19.
That'll be okay.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I bash it away with my awesome mecha elf shield.
And he's now and just stands around and opens his wings. The electricity between the tips of his wings. The storm heaving every word of his command, now facing you and the large Asimar girl standing next to you as well, as they were the two people that were taunting him the
Yeah,
most.
I suppose we just like switch the phalanx position, you know, we just rotate.
Like
And
turning with
she
him.
gets on my back.
Next turn.
Go boy, go!
Nice.
So, that was Arzeth. Then Lucathiel is actually having her turn. And she just mutters a word, like under her breath. "Finally, you big ass lizard." And with her wings behind her, powering her movement, she strides 2 steps and goes in for her first blow, which is a total of
She's flanking.
20. Oh, then she is indeed flanking. Yes, with one of the guards at the hind station. So that would be a 20. Jesus, that would be a 30 to hit.
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn, yeah. So that'll be indeed a, oh no wait, just not be a crit. A CF 21 right now. So that'll be still 9 points of damage, as a sword does find purpose in one of the front claws of Arzeth and just slices it open a little bit. And again, not blood, but just electricated water seems to flow over. Well, a 20 seemed to miss.
Fair.
And a 30 is not a crit.
Alright, fair. Just with flanking that would be 19 then, but never mind.
No, right now is like
Oh, cool.
Alright, so that was all there is to it. And Lucathiel uses her last action to raise her shield once again to be good and well into the fray. And Allison, you are up now.
Wow, I'm actually gonna be, well, don't speak before anything happens. Okay, so...
Oh, first off, you die.
Yeah. That's
So
basically
what do you
what's
want to do with
gonna
your turn?
happen. Well, Allison just basically put down his rapier when he had to take the adrenaline shot. So he's just gonna swipe with his short sword 3 times.
Okay. Arzeth landing between you, one of his front legs next to your face, pushing you away with a large buffet of his wings, but Rakal's obliterating step shielding you from much of the blow. You are still standing, jumping into the fray with your short sword.
Blue's 1, red's 2,
Okay.
green. Okay, that's the worst what could have happened, actually. 21 on the first one with a flanking.
That'll hit.
Nice!
Exactly.
Okay, that's good. Okay, the second one definitely misses.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is a 18.
18 misses, I'm afraid. Seems to
Okay.
be that you have found his AC.
Nice. So that will be nice. 14 points of damage.
All right. As you get your sword, the liberating step of Grakal, actually also giving yourself a little bit more movement, enabling you to do the dance that you've been practicing for so long with a beautiful pirouette, coming down and giving this large gash all the way through the front leg of this large dragon creature. Bless you.
Thank you.
As he was just here standing between what he was about to eat, he now needs to retract his claw and is just like whimpering in pain a little bit. Just for a second, as how much damage was it again?
14.
14 points of damage. Nice. 50.
Yeah,
All right.
2 fights
Awesome.
to die. That's pretty good.
As he is not having a good time and just like lifts his head up to the skies. Nice. All right. But the other 2 attacks, you just go in, and his front claw actually tries to swipe against you, but you parry it twice, keeping yourself in the fight, alive, but breathing heavily, I think, because Allison is on the brink of passing out. All right. Allison, you are done. Iroh, you're up.
I have to get up first, I think.
Afraid so, yeah. So you would have to use one action to get up.
After that, I will flurry of blows try to hit him, I think.
Still in a flanking position with the guard at the back. You can just stand in there between the large angelic figure next to you and Hannah on the other side, still like, oh god, and go in for the flurry of blows. So, go ahead and make your attack rolls. 21 is what you have to make.
Ooh, that won't make it, that's 13.
13, not enough, it seems.
And that might be better. That will be 21.
Nice,
Oh.
perfectly made. All right, so go ahead and roll damage. As the pack seems to be
At 4 points of damage.
4 points of
Only
damage.
barely
Dude,
competent.
which also seems to be a very well, very good view of the entire situation, because this dragon seems to be out of your league just by a little bit, but the pack is holding strong. This dragon now a little bit over enthusiastic with the whole situation, landed between all of you, ready to wreak all of you. Also seems to have met his match a little bit, as these small little creatures are just unloading on it, and the bravery of all these creatures also seems to be helping all of you a little bit. Just be glad I didn't give it this frightful presence. But
Yeah, that would have been a thing.
yep.
Yep.
All right. So after Iroh, the guards are up once again. So the guards are shitting their pants. That for first.
Finding presence works.
So this guy who was just on the staircase just exits stage left, and the other guy who is now literally run into a corner and trying to dodge the large dragon tail who's been swiping at him non-stop, is just going to drop his crossbow, get out his sword, and just with a Hail Mary goes into the fray. for a total of 19, which will not be enough. And the
He's
second
flanking
one,
though, so-
yeah, but still, like his flanking was a 21, so 19 will still not be enough. And the next one will be lower than that with the -5 for its second attack. So this guard is just like keeping his distance a little bit and thinking to himself, why did I actually become a guard? This is not what I signed up for, man. Like lightning dragons. I thought it was just gonna get some cash with like do taxes and stuff. And that's about it. After the guards, Grakal, you are up once again. Spear
Just wanted to take naps on the tower.
in your hand. What do you want to do?
Suppose I have to get up.
I'm afraid
gonna
so.
do that first.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Yeah, Grakal just stands up, laughs as he charges in, and he's gonna stand next to his Asimar new buddy, and he's gonna try and stab the dragon.
All right,
I mean,
go
who
in.
needs the shield raised, right? Losers do.
Ah, losers do.
Yeah.
And I am a total loser.
Not again, man. How much?
With a 17.
17. It seems that the dragon now, with a large gash on one of its front arms, has been like pulled back a little bit, and you try to stab him into his torso, but before your spear can actually find purpose, he just like instinctively grabs your spear and you pull it back, sink, slicing it a little bit through the fingers, like, but not more than to actually just irritate him. All right, I do believe that were your 3 actions, like standing up, moving.
I'm thinking of a
and,
cool one-liner, but I don't feel like that's appropriate. So let's just
Maybe when you
end
hit.
my turn as in an honorable manner with silence.
All right, so that was Grakal's turn. After Grakal, Hannah, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm kind of desperate, so I'm going to try and focus on my 2nd level spell and see what happens.
Okay, so you're just gonna...
Fair.
Let's see what happens.
Like turn into a tree or
Something
something. You
anti-dragon,
never
something
know.
anti-dragon.
Yeah.
Power
Please,
of
power.
being a tree.
Please save
What
me.
goes well against lightning? What did Pokemon teach me?
What does go well again?
Rock. and
Rock.
ground. Yes. Oh my
forgot.
god. I still know the answer.
Who would have thought we were nerds? I do believe that you should know this spell. Yes, go ahead and make a wisdom check for me, please.
Didn't you do Flaming Square?
Yeah, I didn't train it, so I'm not. That's a 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lightning.
Chill. You know magic. You know
Our
magic.
magic savant goes to work.
So, as you are again feeling the ley lines of the land, seeing how all the different aspects of nature come together, you see an aspect which is vile, which is damaging, which is corrosive. And you tap into that knowledge for just a split second as your entire stuff seems to be enveloped in dark green corrosive energy as you cast Acid Arrow
Oh.
at the creature. So go ahead and make a spell attack roll. And I will give you, because you had a natural 20, I will give you a +2 bonus to D2 hits.
Spell attack roll.
Yeah.
So like +4.
No.
I'm not, well, spell attack roll?
Plus your proficiency.
Yeah, I do believe that you would.
So plus 11. Would be at plus 11, right?
9.
That seems like a
Yeah.
better.
Plus 9, plus 2.
Oh, +2. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so with a total of +11.
It's
Nice.
26.
26,
Yeah.
nice. As the acid arrow from your spear finds purpose, as the dragon roars in pain once again, go ahead and roll damage for that one, which would be 3d8 acid
my-
damage.
whoa.
And a very, very nice aspect of this spell is that the corrosive energy seems to coalesce around the dragon, and it has 1d6 persistent acid damage as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember when I asked what use you are?
Take it
You
back.
just showed it.
This.
Well, I don't take it back, but you've obviously answered the question.
Problem. So wait, 3d8.
3d8 acid
six.
damage. Yeah, 3d8.
Yeah. Okay.
8.
I didn't want to do plus.
If you would rather roll d6s, I'm okay with that. As
No,
the-
no, 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 no.
Nice. That's pretty good.
That's a 13, 16 plus 4 of wisdom.
No, it doesn't have any wisdom added to it. It's just a 3d8. 13?
Yeah.
All right.
Well done.
But With this, the acid energy actually coalesces around the torso of this dragon and also seems to be corrosively biting into the creature as well for the coming turns.
Sweet.
Nice. All right.
That's 2 actions.
Yeah.
So 1 action.
I...
Celebrate.
Wait!
Your hand crossbow, what's the
Yeah.
switch?
Huh?
In melee though.
Yeah, I'm going to draw my morning star.
It's funny how we're all...
With the morning star in one hand, staff in the other, we got this. Like like a tribal Gandalf.
Yeah.
How many actions does it actually take for you to change into a cat right now?
2.
Alright. So, that was Hannah's turn. Hannah also has a rage ability, although it doesn't really do anything. As RSF is not having a good time whatsoever.
You did really well though.
Alright,
Really well.
so now the dragon's turn is upon us all. You will all die! As he uses his Draconic Frenzy to use 2 actions to make 3 attacks total. And the first is going to be 2 claw strikes and then 1 tail strike. So the 2 claw strikes are going to be against the 2 creatures that actually harmed him. First off, his claw at his chest is going to go wide against Allison for a total of, yeah, you had a nice hit on him. For a total of,
Kind of did.
well, the dice are with you because this is a natural 1 and his damage claw just actually seems to woof. So, what is your armor class?
19 could go up to 21.
Okay, it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be. So, it just whiffs you. As his other claw comes down at Hannah.
I'm alive!
No wait. This would be Lucathiel because Lucathiel. No. You did actually more damage
This
than
is
this
a roller
large.
coaster.
So, so that would be a total of 29. That's nice numbers.
No! Okay, that hits. Yeah.
I was thinking like, say what now?
And crits.
Like, definitely
That crits?
crit, yeah.
Alright, so that will be.
On the second
So
hit.
she's probably gonna
Because
die.
why
so
would
it's
I raise
only
my
in
shield?
what amount of dying?
Well,
dying
you don't have the hands for it at this
18.
point.
No,
You're
but
rolling one a hand crossbow.
It's no
staff,
use to draw my morning
stars.
star.
Do you guys want to know what a critical hit from a dragon does?
No.
35.
What?
Yeah.
I'm down.
So how does this
You would
work in this game?
you would be
Can
down
get
if you had
insta-kill?
your full HP.
You can get insta kill, but only if you take like massive damage, like so many times your level. So I think you're okay.
Yeah.
21 and 20.
Yeah,
And
no,
33 is my max hit point.
Yeah. So you
Want
should be
my
fine.
step?
Do you want to die slightly to the left?
No. Nah.
Okay. So as this
I just
acid
roll.
arrow is still biting away at the torso of this dragon, he just like in a fit of rage just puts his 1 claw down at Hannah and then retracts it, bolts his hands together in a fit of rage, and you can see Hannah just lying unconscious, like battered, like not really broken completely, but not having a good time.
Shamefully, our paladin friend did not have a reaction this time.
No, out of range probably.
Wait a second.
Wait,
Next to it.
She has actually. She does have the reaction, so she uses that.
Gee,
However,
thanks.
yeah. So she uses the reaction to envelop you in the shield.
Yeah.
But that only lessens it by 7.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, I also use my liberating step.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm sorry, can I retroactively decide
Oh,
that?
you sure?
Yeah? Because
Wait,
that's
at
gonna be
21.
7 plus 5. That's gonna be 12 damage negated.
The 35 will not be enough to keep you
No.
alive, right? No.
Wait, no, I had 21 hit points left.
Yeah, you had
so no.
21.
All right.
Right.
It's no use.
All right.
So in that case,
Oh, well, there you go.
Hannah just goes down.
You get to move 1 square though.
As the unconscious corpse of Hannah just rolls over 5 feet. All right, and then the last attack, the tail attack, is going to go towards the guard at the back for a total of 13 minus 10 is 19, which will still hit. So, which will be a total of 10 points of damage. As the guard is like, as he was like getting the sword in between him and the dragon, the tail actually finds and just punches him against one of the battlements, but he's still standing and just only can do rinse and repeat basically because, well, he's in a corner. All right, but hey, he took a action away from the dragon, which is also very nice for you guys.
Fair.
Very nice.
as the dragon is now not having a good time. So he will now try to shrug off the effect of the acid arrow. So you can roll a d6 acid damage, and he needs to roll a saving throw to see if he succeeds to end the effect.
6.
6.
That's 15.
That'll be. Let's see. Persistent damage is. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. That's just a flat check. With an 8, nope. The persistent damage continues. So even though Hannah is unconscious on the ground, her damage is still being done.
Nice.
How much damage was it?
6.
Nice.
6 on the
full
d6.
damage.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right. So that will finish the fury of
Even
Arzef.
even down.
No, wait, it won't, because he still has 1 action left. Because the dragon's draconic frenzy actually makes it clear. Oh god. Oh god, no. Oh god. Because right now he only has 1 action left. But dragons have this beautiful feature called draconic momentum. And with the critical hit he scored on Hannah, you can actually see the electric energy coalescing in his breath again as his breath weapon recharges because he scored a critical hit.
Does it hit me as well?
Well, no. He doesn't have enough turns to actually make it work. But he still has 1 action left, which he's going to use to just make a bite attack against Lucathiel in front of him, which is a very big miss. As Lucathiel actually just opens herself up a little bit as the jaws come rushing towards her, and she just says, "Bitch." As a large shield resonates as he just slams the large dragon in the face. That was a 8 to hit against the AC of 25. So yeah, that was a big miss. All right, that was the dragon's turn. Lucathiel is now having her turn. Her lay on hands, however, is already spent, so she can't really do anything in the healing department. So she takes a look over all of you, seeing you all damaged. She seems to have like a split second of worry in her mind, but just goes in for the attack and just as the battle angel going into attack for god damn it. That'll be a total of 20 against a 21 to hit. So that will not be enough, just by 1. But then goes in for a second attack, which will be a 28. So she is able to put in some damage with a longsword for a total of 10 points of damage.
What's your value to us, Asimar?
She's trying, man. Look who's talking, by the way. And she then just raises her shield again and poof, just gets into the face of the dragon, like, "Come on!" Like screaming some draconic swear words, like, "Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries." As her turn is now finished.
That's interesting to
Allison.
swim against a cloud, basically.
Allison, you're up.
Allison's just gonna risk it. He has no clue if this monster has attack opportunities, so he's gonna just try and get into a flanking position with Iroh by getting next to the guard.
Alright, so Allison is trying to move all the way over Mia. And as the dragon is still focusing on the creatures in front of it, doesn't seem to realize that you are moving behind.
Thank God. Okay, and then Allison's gonna try and attack him twice with his short sword.
Alright, go ahead and make your attacks.
Red is 1. Always. Okay. First one misses.
Alright.
Second one is that would probably hit, 22.
22 hits, yes, go ahead and roll damage. AC of 23, 21 when flanking.
12 points of damage.
As in a similar fashion that Grokal also used to just slide through the soot and the rain that has made this whole top of the tower very slippery, Allison just slides underneath one of the claws that he previously raided, goes up, stands up, and now with the back leg for how much damage was that?
12.
12 points of damage. Nice.
Sliding beneath the catapult as well.
Sink, as now also the hind leg of the dragon is being damaged. The dragon seems to be getting very frustrated with his whole endeavor.
Yeah, I'm gonna die next turn. Bye-bye.
Alright.
That's it.
Gee, what
Iroh, you're up.
feels like.
Can I feed Hannah one of those elixirs of life?
Clink.
That's why I made it.
You can indeed.
So life.
Elixir.
1d6.
Wait.
Oh, I have to roll for you.
So let me just, while you roll, let me just check how many turns it takes.
2 points.
That's good enough.
2 points. instead of being dead, you are now not dead.
One
although
to grab and one to feed or something?
I'm just looking the elixir of life. Interact is just one. Nice. So yeah, so just one action to feed it, which is very nice. Although do realize that you now have the wounded condition 1, so the next time you would go down, you would already be dying 2 instead of dying 1. Which would
How many
suck.
dyings are there?
Once you hit 4, you are dead. So like when you go to 0 hit points, you are at 1, and then you go to 2 if you fail, 3 if you fail, 4 dead. So you have like 3 like chances.
Yeah.
But like every time you went down, the chance worsens by 1.
Yeah, they
So
got
then-
rid of the 5th edition healing word. Get
Getting
up,
up, getting down, getting up, getting down.
They got rid
All
of
right.
that.
So with that out of the way, that was 1 turn you used. You still have 2 left. What
I'm
does
gonna
Iroh want to do?
hit him with Flurry of Blows for my second one.
Nice. All right.
which
Go
will
ahead and
be,
make your attack rolls.
19.
19 just misses.
And also a 19.
As you are feeding the elixir to Hannah, good job. You just set up. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
This is all a dream.
So 15.
15. You feel something wrinkling at the side of you. And you take a look and you can see that a beautiful, nice little vial that you got from a friend of yours.
Can I?
You have 1 action left.
Can I? I can't feed it to him. It's not like.
Well, you can. It's
Can
a
I-
drink. You can drink it, or you can feed it to someone. You can do whatever you want.
I
with
can
it.
try to feed it to the dragon.
You want to try to feed it to the dragon?
Oh, who
actually
else?
did that?
No. You can do whatever you want. Wait. This sounds like.
This is Maxime misinterpreting the situation.
No.
Yeah.
This is DDM misinterpreting the situation. You want to feed the vial to the dragon?
Well, I can't drink it myself. Probably. I mean, I'll just go down.
Go ahead.
How is that not
This
Iroh's
is
first
this is
instinct?
so this is so fucking. Go ahead and make a just
An animal handling?
yeah like.
Nature.
Okay, so Iroh wants to feed it. Iroh from the creatures, you just like go like this. So what would a check be?
Deception, obviously.
Yeah.
Here, dragon, drink this.
You know what?
Speaks
I'm so
common,
much in
so-
love with this idea. I will allow you to argument which type of check this would be. So give me a check
Choose
you're
your
good
highest
at.
one.
I think deception is pretty good, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go for
Either athletics or deception.
or athletics maybe
What do you want to do?
Just throw
What do you
in
want to
it.
do?
because
Athletics are higher.
I have to get up close to the dragon to at least get it into his mouth.
You're
So
free to use your
I'm gonna
highest
say
one.
athletics.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh dear.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I want to see this work, please.
Oh my god, we're gonna like give him a job.
That's one.
That's a natural one.
Oh, that's too bad.
Halfling luck.
Okay, re-roll it.
You want
Re-roll
me?
it.
Okay, that's gonna be a 19.
19. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Like it's
Flanking
just a
as
skill
well.
check. So, as you take up the vial, it is a beautiful, vagrant, glowing white color, like it's not something that you saw in it before. And you're just like, as you were thinking about what the hell you're doing with it, like you pull it back and you're like, hey you, and the dragon comes over to you, and at that point, the liquid inside the vial changes color to a almost like glowing red with like yellow lines in between them, as a ball of magma ready to blow and erupt. And as you just push it out, like the amount of fluid comes out of it, and it is the dragon just reels back for a minute and something explodes inside its mouth. So, you go ahead and roll me 4d6,
Whoa.
and he's going to make a reflex save to see how much. Okay, so he does make a save, so it will be half of this damage.
Let's have a look.
Too bad.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5 points of damage.
5 points of fire damage. All right.
This was fun.
As this dragon is very confused with the entire situation and just like, what But
What just happened?
SMI.
Did he just
What's
force feed me?
this?
Iro, go ahead and make a perception check.
That will be a 15 again.
15. Just somewhere, you're not sure where you can hear it from, but somewhere you hear a voice. Oh my god. Just for a split second.
Oh damn, man.
Nice.
Alright, so that was Iro's turn. As the two blows to this dragon, like, meh, meh, just against his front leg, like, hey, give me attention. What? Seem to have put in some damage in.
Nice.
You're looking at that file, like, this is a nice file.
Yes. I'm gonna remember this file.
Very good, very good. Alright, that was Iro's turn.
Yep.
At that point, the guard is. And the guard is just going to try and make 3 attacks, because help! So, nope.
Every time I'm like, isn't my turn yet? And every time the answer is no.
Nope. But now is your turn. So the guards, 2 hits, very in like contrast with the fact that they are scared to death. 11 to hit, 7 to hit, and -1 to hit.
Oh,
so yeah,
there you go.
yeah. So the guards are not. The guard right now is just like in fear, and also he's like not even only pressed against the wall at the back, but also like sliding it down a little bit, just in pure terror of this large creature who's not really even paying attention to him. Rakal, you are up.
How wounded is this guard?
This guard just took 10 points of damage, so he's like half and half, like one big hit, and he will not have a good time anymore.
Recall goes into a rage again.
All right.
Perfect opportunity. Dragon taunting him.
Yeah.
And Gurkal be taunted. So he bulks up. His eyes go blood red as his wounds bleed crimson red all over his dark red scales and his shiny plate mail. And he's gonna stab.
Stabby
Right.
stab.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
18.
18 misses, I'm afraid.
Will I raise
So
my
sad.
shield? Ah, screw it. I'm gonna attack again.
All right. So
It's-
Gurkal
it's
just.
personal. And my chances of hitting are lower and lower.
You need a 23 right now.
And
That might actually work.
I get a 23.
Yeah?
That's -5, yeah, 23.
Awesome. So,
Perfect.
as Gurkal is stepping outside of his shielded territory, he raises his full stature to the fullest, smoke still coming, billowing from this dragon's mouth as Arzeth gonders towards you and just looks at this dragonborn creature just emerging from the shadows, stabbing him once, miss, but then, as a ray of light of Kuranau shines upon his spear, blinding the large dragon even more, you pierce forward. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 9 damage as I scream,
Sweet damage.
Arzeth! You will die!
Gurkal is a simple
Go ahead.
man.
Go ahead and make another intimidation check for me, please.
16.
16? Alright. At that point,
You're a
Gurkal is done. Hannah, you're up. Well, you were down, now you're up again.
Yeah. If I use animal form right now, do I get like standing up straight away, or do I still have to stand up?
Interesting. That's very interesting.
Go ahead and make me a wisdom check to see if that is how it goes.
Because normally, if you transform from a human to an animal, you also get like on both feet, right?
Yeah.
Like,
See how it goes?
Wait, wisdom?
Wisdom, yeah. Like your
That's
spellcaster.
21.
21, yes it does.
nice.
Right now it does.
Great.
Well done.
Okay, so I turn into a bear.
So, first up, you're lying on your back, so your arms become your hind legs,
Yeah.
your legs become your front legs, and from like, well, your
My
nether
head just
regions,
moves.
like, there comes a head, and your head turns into a tail.
Well, that's normal.
No, this is no.
I'm
No,
just
I'm
looking at
fine.
the dragon. I'm not looking at Anna. Like,
Look, the DM told you, so this is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
And
My mind cannot
I
comprehend this vision.
What do you do?
I bite.
Okay. So this large, what color are you right now?
Red.
Red,
So a
Definitely
red bear.
red.
This large red bear standing before this large dragon, undefied by the might of its claws, resurrected from the dead. You go ahead and go in for your attack.
We should get some minion tokens.
Natural
for her.
20.
Natural
Wow!
That's a 29.
Wow!
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Wait, do I double?
I feel like
Yep,
Hannah
you double.
is our
That's how a natural 20 works.
48.
she's our
48.
MVP this
48.
session, if she rolls well on this.
48 plus, also your modifier doubled. Yeah,
what's
you
my
hurt
modifier?
right now.
You hurt a lot.
This revenge.
Damage +2 then, because it's +1.
Yeah,
Alright.
48 plus 2. That, yeah.
I'm really nervous right now. Ooh,
That's a quite decent roll as well.
it's 15,
Yeah,
18,
Hannah's our MVP.
Yeah, definitely. This
21, it's 23.
23 points
Nice.
of damage. Nice.
Very good.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna get targeted and down
As this
again.
large bear just
That's
defied
fine.
death itself, and with the power of nature resurrected itself into this large battle form, just the jaws clenching along the wrist of this large dragon, still clenching his other fist up in the air as it was slashed by Allison, and just holding down. It tries to rip loose, but you just gnaw down on it to the bone as electricity is running through your entire mouth, hurting you a little bit, but not enough to actually damage you, as it eventually just rips itself loose. And now, standing on its hind legs with a large tail at the back for balance, it is now Arsef's turn as he looks around,
Does he
electricity
get damage
leading.
from my poison?
Oh yes, indeed. And
Acid, yeah.
12, so he doesn't shake it off yet.
6.
Nice.
6 points of
you're
damage.
Definitely. Holy.
As the acid is also dripping from his torso, he looks around and can only see Lucathiel right now, ready to get in another batch of attacks as Allison heaving and hoeing, but as a skillful pose at the back. Hannah now in its bear form at there. Krakal at the front, his spear still in its hand, shining with the light of Kuranau. He just looks around. This is not worth the effort.
It's going to
You might reek of what we seek, but I know that it is not here. Paladin, I will leave your blinding light to you, as I will go search for it forward. And the large dragon not risks to take another moment to use his breath weapon and just takes off into the sky. If any one of you has any attacks of opportunity left to also damage this creature, then this is the time. Lucathiel also doesn't do this, but the dragon, with his large wingspan, buffets you all as it now takes off.
Wait, but it
towards the
doesn't
city.
just shake off my acid.
No, acid's still dripping off it.
And we can still shoot at it, so go for it. Like we're
Well,
still in combat.
I'm a bear.
Well, right now the dragon.
How far away is it?
Well, the dragon now uses 3 times its movement, so that will be. Let's see. What does it
We
say?
can probably use one more round.
Where are we?
No,
30
I
feet.
can't.
Let's see.
I'm a
That would be 240 feet.
Okay. Crossbows can get that far.
All right. So the dragon is now just coursing into the sky, going towards what seems to be the harbor of Grace Bay. All right. So, if you guys want to take one more round of actions to see what you can do,
Definitely.
he is 240 feet away of you all.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who's next?
Yeah. Right now it's just like this guy is going away. Although he
went
was
this
better.
way, right?
No.
No,
Like
he went
towards the
into
city.
the city.
So like he is going.
Okay. Question. Can
He is going this way, like this way. But then 240 feet
cool.
away.
In that case, the trebuchet is pointing kind of
Trebuchet?
that. It's kind of pointing that way.
Um,
Can it reach?
I will allow you to make well like this one, like the one I was putting Allison right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That one. You could try to make an attack with that.
Cool.
Sure.
I'm gonna try that.
Because that one was still loaded, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still loaded.
Okay.
So basically, that's
So-
one action to shoot it, right?
Yeah. Allison takes the turn to aim it.
Yeah.
And
So basically, what Allison's gonna do is gonna try and shoot that thing, and then take his crossbow and shoot.
Okay.
Crossbow
Go ahead.
For this thing, it's a natural 19,
Nice.
which is a 28.
All right.
Sweet.
So go ahead and roll
First hit.
3d12.
Ooh, that's better.
As this dragon is
I've
not
got
taking
that.
any mind of you, as he's just like in full speed ahead, going towards the harbor, away from these menacing creatures.
Quite nice.
22.
22 points of damage.
Very
Nice.
And then Allison's gonna try. I reckon this has the attack trait. So
Oh yes. Yeah.
Allison's gonna.
I was just pushing a button. No, it's the
take
attack
his,
rate.
take his crossbow and try.
With a minus, I don't know what the range increment of a crossbow are, but
Probably this would probably be the second increment. I'm not probably. Sure. It was
what's the roll?
40, right?
what's the roll?
Okay, so that's a natural 16. So that would be a 20.
20. So that'll miss either
Yeah.
way. Sorry. As the bolt goes wide. Any of you want to do anything?
I take an elixir of life.
Glug, 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 glug. That's one action.
Sure. Okay.
I have so much damage. Seriously.
Is that vial refill? Does it refill automatically, or is it just empty?
You're taking a look at the vial. It's very hard to gauge if it's refilling automatically. It's not like it's not full right now. It's empty right now.
Okay. Then I'll probably take an elixir of life as well.
People are wasting my elixirs. Guys,
No,
we're out
like,
of combat.
We're gonna go after this guy. We're not gonna be able to like chill. I feel like. Gurkal, after drinking this elixir of life, says, "He spoke to the harbor," and I start running down the stairs, enthusiastic as ever.
I probably won't run behind it screaming, "What did he spoke of?"
What?
Hannah, what do you want to do?
I turn back into a human because I'm faster as a human than as a bear.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, as a human. And I don't feel like I used to take an elixir, so I'm just going to run after him.
As the three of you are running downstairs further into the night and into the into the day, but into the storm and into the battle which is raging on in Grace Bay, the entirety of the city, which until now seemed to be fairly calm, now also has a gigantic dragon to take aware of. And as the three of you are running downstairs, Allison still taking his last shot, Lucathiel takes off her helmet, puts a hand on you. You, elf, I cannot leave this place. I must guard the light. But once this is over, meet me up. As she puts on her helmet once again, takes out her long sword, and takes a look at the methods that are now swarming around her. It seems it's playtime. As her wings flare up once more, and she just like starts slashing all the other elemental creatures with might actually come into her fray at this moment in time. As Allison eventually also joins up with
And
you
Melo
and Melo,
Melo, yeah.
running into the city,
wanted to say.
we will see what happens into the city of Grace Bay next week.
Nice.
As Arzeth, the living lightning, has been thwarted in his endeavors to kill the light of the old spire and is now on its way to Grace Bay to wreak terror and is basically searching for something.
How the fuck did we live?
I don't
Nice,
know.
guys.
I feel like
We were lucky.
I did pretty well, and Ira did pretty well. No, I kind of sucked. I could have done way better. Like,
Well.
I did okay for how bad I rolled. You did pretty okay.
Yeah.
And Hannah
Hannah's
was just killing
MVP.
it.
Yeah.
So that was amazing.
I'm
You
at
crit
2
it,
hit
like,
points
3
right
or 4
now.
times.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, that's worth going down the one time. Like, critting 3 or
Just
4
one
times.
time.
Next time we're
Awesome.
fighting a dragon, let's not stand in one straight line.
Yeah, and also let's. I mean, let's
maybe.
prepare things other than like the stuff that I prepared and mending. But you know, this is feedback for our next encounter.
Did
but
you
like-
roll how many times the acid still went through?
Now we're gonna take a look at that next time.
Okay.
No, you know what? It's
acid
better
is still, yeah.
to just
Oh yeah.
see right now. So, 1.
One? So
Yeah.
1d6 more.
So no, wait, that's after. So 2. 2d6 still. And with that, you guys
7.
7 points of damage. Me.
How much HP did we?
And with that, you guys were able to do 170 points of damage to this dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of things that I took away from it to make it more enjoyable and more like
Yep.
an even fight without a lot of hardship. However, you guys there was basically a threshold when you would leave, and you guys were way over that. The threshold was 115 points of damage. So this
Wow.
this last round you did a lot of goddamn shit.
Yeah, it was
Awesome.
nice.
So, yeah.
I finally hit. Hannah crit it.
Yeah.
Multiple
And you
times,
guys like the city itself is fairly well protected right now. I mean, like you guys were able to
Yeah, so we can
convince
just go home.
Oswald and like the rest of the guard to get most of the people inside, so a lot of civilian casualties will be minimized.
So we can just go
I
home.
feel like a big part of this dragon's
bye.
plan
Oh, we're done.
is to show up unannounced, and we were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we're announcing your arrival. Fuck you."
Yeah. And the plot thickens as you have now, for the first time, conversed with something affiliated to the Maelstrom. First off, you had the idea that Lucathiel was also fairly aware of what was happening.
Yeah.
As I love to give her a speech, like the Warden of the Shorelight. Oh, fuck yeah. Awesome shit.
Nice.
I love Paladins.
Yeah,
And next to
Paladins
that,
are
it
great.
seems that Arzeth, whatever he might be or whatever his master goal would be, he is retrieving something for someone.
A kind of light
Yeah.
he spoke about, but
Is-
Well, no, he spoke about the blinding lights.
the black.
Yeah, so it
fair,
seemed
but
that,
he
like,
was looking
the-
for something in us. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like
Kurkal
you
will-
reeked of it, but it's not here. So he was going to look for it elsewhere.
Well, Kurkal will
Interesting.
take next session and try to clumsily translate.
So yeah, so what he said was his name is Ari, and he's a drake, and he likes light and search
Long
for the
walks
light
on the beach.
and long walks on the beach.
So let's drag him along once we have his corpse.
Yeah, and his star sign is Cancer. Yeah.
Basically.
So yeah,
Fair.
next week we'll see how the actual siege of the town goes. But for now,
My God.
Arzeth has been thwarted in his plans.
Nice.
Wow.
So yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Only one of you went down for just a split second. A couple
Well
of heroic
done.
moments.
Yeah,
I
after
made up
round
for it.
one, we were
Good shit.
like, okay, I have 5 hit points left. This is fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
it went quite quick.
like the idea was also like if the second breath weapon would actually wash over all of you guys, that would be a very, very different deal, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
So yeah, couple
well.
of bad rolls, but
There was kind of a timer situation on
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
all right.
All right.
So for now, we will leave it at this. Thank you all for tuning in,
Yes.
and let's tune in next week to see how the pack handles the
Oh,
assault of a
God.
dragon on an entire city. Yeah, that'll go bad. That'll go bad.
See you next time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Love you.